So I'm Andre Farrar, I'm chair of the Kent Ornithological Society, and I'm actually standing next to a singing nightingale. We're at Old Park, just in the heart of Canterbury. This is a really special place. It's an extensive area of woodland, of scrub, of open grassland with nightingales. Lots and lots of nightingales. In the UK, well actually only in England, because they really now only occur in England, we've got about 5,500 singing males. In Kent we've probably got round about 1,000, and that's pretty stable. So they're doing quite well in Kent, and it's places like this that are so special for their continued health and well-being in the county. So looking after places like Old Park is absolutely critical for that nightingale that's singing there and all its relatives. And behind us we've been hearing turtle doves. This is another place, another bird that's so special for Kent. These are our natural treasures, and we have to look after them. We have to ensure that they sustain for the future. So seeing off development pressures at places like this is important, but looking to the future so that the amazing variety of wildlife that we can find within a stone's throw of Canterbury Cathedral are maintained, and we can enjoy them, and the birds can thrive, the conservation status is enhanced, and the good people of Canterbury can come and really hear one of nature's most special birds. So Old Park is a mecca for migrating birds. This nightingale will have come from what's known as the humid zone, the area just south of the Sahara in Africa, where it spent the winter. But of course there's plenty of others here. There's the blackcaps, there's garden warblers, chiffchaffs, lesser whitethroat, a strange little bird with a rough little grating call that once you know it, but is really one of those special birds that you perhaps need someone to point out to you. So there's a rich variety of birds here. Of course, in the winter, it's an important place for birds like redwings and fieldfares that come in from the north and spend the winter with us down here. So there's always something of interest in the bird world. And of course, if you look further down into the undergrowth, there's the botany and the invertebrates and the moths and everything else here. So the species richness of an area like this is huge and is so important to keep. We've got a real opportunity. We've saved this site from the immediate threat of development. But of course it's now up for sale, and its future is very uncertain. And as you look around, there's all this scrub and open areas of grassland, and that needs to be maintained. If we just left this site, it would turn into high forest in the end. Still beautiful, still lovely, but we'd lose birds like nightingales and all the scrub warblers that we can hear singing around us. And of course the acid grassland is grassland. It needs to be open and managed as such. So the future requires cooperation between local authorities, between the community locally, between conservation bodies, to make certain that we can put together a meaningful package that can keep this place special forever. But a large site like this needs a serious brigade of interest from organisations and the community working in partnership to deliver the long-term outcome. We're a small country relatively. We've got this intimate mixture of people and places, particularly in southern England, so getting those huge expansive areas is hard, but that's what we're after bigger sites, better connected sites, and of course here at Old Park we are in a lane of nature that comes from the countryside right into the centre of town, so this is part of those nature networks. It's so important to keep, and that's part of planning. So you need to look at every level, from community level where you've got the commitment, the interest, involvement, local authority level where they're still roughly in control of planning, though we've seen the high day of planning and nature conservation. I'm afraid it's a tough old battle out there, but at least local authorities can put in place planning policies which protect areas like this, that recognise the interconnectedness of wild places, and then at government level you've got the ability to designate sites as being important. So this is partly a site of special scientific interest, one of the nation's best wildlife sites. I think we're now on a course to seeing that being expanded across the whole site, because we know this is a very rich site, and it's just putting the science together to make a compelling case, which is well underway. So the state can recognise this as a nationally important site, and that of course includes quite a lot of context.